On Friday at 1:30 UK time, we have the US CORE PCE print. Now, the personal consumption expenditures print, it measures the spending on goods and services by US citizens. And around 2012, this PCE index became the Fed's preferred inflation index in order to inform its policy decisions. This will be used as a key gauge as to how the Fed is doing in the battle against inflation at the present time. You can see the core headline is expected to come in at 4.7%. Now the maximum is 4.9, minimum is 4.7%. But if the print comes in below 4.5%, that will mean the Fed will have to do a lot less in terms of hiking rates. You can see here the last prints in January it's 4.7, December 4.6. But notice how we've been seeing this stepping slightly higher in January from December. The Fed won't like that. And what markets want to see is this dropping lower, below ideally 4.5, but 4.6 or lower would still work. And that would, you'd expect that to see the dollar weaken on expectations the Fed has to do less to hike rates because inflation is coming down in the right direction. Now that would also mean that gold can potentially gain higher. Now, if you just take a look at gold, you can see seasonality-wise, from the first day of April into the first week of April, gold tends to gain. It has done pretty significantly and consistently over the last 10 years. So will gold gain in the first week of April again? Now, the trade risks, all outlooks have risks, and of course, this is no exception. But the major trade risk here would be if the core PCE print comes in extremely high. That should weaken gold. However, in that instance, it would still not be unreasonable to expect medium-term buys from 1900, as real yields do remain pressured generally due to rapid repricing over the banking crisis. Of course, there are other risks, but that is the major trade risk for this outlook. Remember, don't just trade it, but seize an exit.